I'm Jonny Makeup, host of Fashionable. When I found out we were interviewing my dear friend and fashion idol, Arianne Phillips, I had to take over this very special episode of In Focus. Follow me. Arianne Phillips is considered one of the best stylists of our times, and her work spans fashion, film, and editorial. This two-time Oscar nominee has earned her stripes. She has been costume designer for huge films such as Single Man, Walk the Line, W.E., not to mention one of my favorites, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. She's also the mastermind behind the biggest music icons, Lenny Kravitz, Courtney Love, Justin Timberlake, and the queen of pop herself, Madonna! I can't wait to have a kiki with her.
Hi, Jonny!
Hi, Arianne!
Oh, good to see you!
Good to see you too. I haven't seen you for like 2 weeks.
Thank you for coming to my house.
Thank you for having me.
Come on in.
So getting your first fashion job, tell me how you did that.
I had moved to New York not knowing anyone, and it was really intimidating. I was struggling trying to figure out my fashion career. I actually didn't know if I wanted to do hair and makeup or styling. My mom came to visit me when I first moved there. A friend of hers was in town and we all had lunch. And she said, I have a friend who is a very known fashion photographer and his name is Arthur Elgort. And I called and I had lunch with Arthur in his office. He was so nice. And he said, you should really focus on what you want to do, whether you want to do hair and makeup or styling. I said, well, I really want to be a stylist. And shortly thereafter, I got a phone call to intern for a fashion television show. And I just watched fashion show after fashion show and I made notes about like polka dots this season, you know, or stripes or what collections had what. And so I got like a fashion education on the fly.
What was your first success?
As luck would have it, my boyfriend at the time, his sister, one of her best friends from high school was Lenny Kravitz. So lucky for me, I met Lenny Kravitz before his first record and we became fast friends. And with Lenny, we started doing music videos. And music videos, there's two kinds of music videos. There's performance videos where the band's performing and singing the song. And then there's narrative videos where they're kind of following the story of the song. There's something about the narrative aspect of the music video that really was like a creative epiphany for me. And I thought, I really love this because clothes take on different meanings.
When did you make the transition from music videos to movies?
I felt comfortable working in the music video set, but I really wanted to work in film. My first real movie was The Crow with Brandon Lee. It was a comic book that referenced a lot of music I knew a lot about, like The Cure and Joy Division, and it was really my aesthetic, and it was the right movie for me. Basically, my film career went on from there, and I did the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, and then after that, I did Tank Girl, which I know is one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
And then I have to show you some Tank Girl costumes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna freak out. How did you first meet Madonna? I mean, she's the queen of pop.
Well, I've always been a huge fan of hers. I always paid attention to everything she did, especially visually. I never imagined myself working with her. I just didn't think that I would be her type or she would, you know, be my type. I had met Courtney Love doing the costumes on The People vs. Larry Flynt. So Courtney sent my portfolio to Madonna and I got booked. And then I met Madonna and she was down to earth, straightforward, unpretentious, friendly. I was taken aback kind of by the humility of the woman in person. Yeah. My first job with her was the video for Frozen off the Ray Light album.
Yes.
And it just kind of took off from there. I've done 5 tours, probably over 20 music videos. We did a play in the West End in London. Recently, W.E., which was a movie she directed, and I was nominated for an Oscar for that, so thank you, Madonna, for the opportunity. If you had told me that I'd be working with her 15 years later, be able to collaborate with amazing artists like Jean-Paul Gaultier and Stephen Klein and Matt and Marcus, I would have never believed it.
Can I look in your workspace?
Yeah, I'm so happy to show you my workspace and some Tank Girl costumes.
Oh my God, you better have security tags on your Tank Girl looks.
This is my studio space. This is where the magic happens. Well, some of it anyway. So Jonny, I have some
I know
gems.
that cape! This is from Hedwig. So what are you able to keep and what are you not able to keep?
Well, technically, I don't keep anything because it's owned by the studio.
Yeah.
I made a unique deal on Hedwig. I asked if I could own the costumes at the end. This is a cape at the beginning of the film. It's really heavy. So,
oh, I could take it.
All right. So we have little sleeves here to help keep it stable. And then you can see there's sticks in here. So let's see the inside. So this is a collage of stonewashed denim, fake fur, and it's like, you know, Hedwig's cape of honor. So next I have something I know that is also near and dear to you. It's Tank Girl.
I can't wait to see this.
So this is a pair of gloves that we made for Lori Petty's Tank Girl. Oh look, they fit.
If the glove fits, wear it.
This coat was made actually by Rick Owens.
Such a juicy
Rick
piece
Owens
of knowledge.
made this. Yeah, nobody knows that. And it's the idea that it was all like cobbled together.
So amazing.
Oh, look at you. You're giving us some Tank Girl. Johnny, that fits you well.
I know, it fits me perfect.
You have to keep that on for a minute.
Okay.
Here's another jacket that actually Rick Owens also collaborated with me on. Let's see.
Wow.
There we go. This is a dress from Walk the Line that Reese Witherspoon wore.
And this was your first Oscar nomination moment.
It was, it was. What I did is I recut the neckline. It was a high neck and it was long sleeves. We made it short puff sleeves. It's nearly unrecognizable from the original, but it's vintage fabric, so it's really great. So that I love.
Enough about all of these characters' costumes. I want to see what Ariane likes to wear. Your personal closet.
Okay, so you want me to go in the closet for you? I thought it's all about coming out of the closet.
Let's take everything out of the closet.
Okay,
That's how we like to keep it.
Okay, yeah. So, this is my room.
There it is, the Oscar dress.
Oh, yeah, I pulled it out for you. First of all, it's designed by Juan Carlos Obando, and he had the idea of making my dress in two pieces, which I love.
Yeah.
I chose to wear these Karen Walker shades.
The shades were awesome. Every picture you had the shades on, it just like popped. They're so cute. How would you describe your personal style?
There's a proletariat, like a practical side to me, and then there's the more expressive side. So I'm always a mixture. I always like something that has power and feels like kick-ass, like I can feel confident in it.
You've been like one of my fashion idols, Tank Girl, Madonna, like everything I love, and you've always been so awesome to work with. Now that I know your backstory, I could kind of see why.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
well,
again.
I really appreciate you coming to visit me in my house and being interested in my story, and you are inspiring, so I look to you for fashion.
Ah! Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, that was so awesome. I can't wait to see what she does next. I live for her. Thanks for the jacket, Ariane. I guess this one didn't have a security tag on it.
This is a dress by the Contemporary House V&A.
Wasn't there some drama, with some gossip or drama about this dress?
Somebody told me that Madonna wore this dress in an interview. And because I don't dress her for appearances, of course, maybe I should. I was like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I'm not wearing her dress. And so, see, Madonna and I
They
have the
tried
same
to clock
taste.
you for wearing Madonna's dress,
Yeah.
but you both didn't know and you wore it on different occasions. It's so cool.